going to discuss about relational database service. Okay, relational database service is nothing but a database. Normally, in traditional way, if we need to have any database service, okay, what we have to do is we have to set up one server, install operating system, and then install database application on that, and establish connectivity to our network so that we can get the databases. In this case, we have to take care of the server and we have to take care of the database and its backups, everything. But with Amazon Relational Database Service, we call it RDS. You can find that here in services, here in databases section. Okay. So if you click that, you will get this page for the first time. So what it gives is, you don't need to take care of any server. Okay, you don't need to take care of any database applications. You just have to create one database instance and connect. Okay, AWS will take care of everything. Like the EC2 instance, you just have to script or take snapshots of that particular instance. Okay, let us create one database service now. See, these are the list of database you want to create. Amazon Aurora, MySQL, MariaDB, Postgres, Oracle, and MS SQL. Okay, it depends on your requirement. You have to choose one database. So here you see this is free tier. That means this database is, you can take this database for free. So I am selecting MySQL for now, and I'm going. So here there are there are three options. One is for production. It is Amazon Aurora, MySQL compatible, and MySQL, and Dev Test MySQL. I select Dev or Test MySQL because it is for free. You have to pay for both the other options. But remember, whenever you are using this for production environment, don't go for free version in your company. Okay, for practice purpose, it is okay. And see here, in free tier, you have to read this, and otherwise while practicing, the AWS will charge you more. The AWS RDS, the Amazon RDS free tier provides a single dbt2 micro. dbt2 micro is instance type. Like the AWS, like the EC2, you have RDS instance types as well. Okay, instance as well as up to 20 GB of storage, allowing new AWS customers to gain hands-on experience with Amazon RDS. Okay, this is free tier. So here you can see instance specifications. Database engine is MySQL. If it is Postgres, you can select, it will show up Postgres here. And license model, general public license, because you selected for this one. And database engine version, there are so many versions of MySQL available here, but as per requirement, you can go for any standard version of the MySQL. Okay, DB instance class. So I'm selecting T2 micro because it is for free. Okay, here it is already mentioned above. Okay, so T2 micro. And availability zones are two types. One is multi-availability zone deployment, yes or no. For now, I'm selecting no because I don't need any multi-availability zone deployment. But remember, when you are working in real time, you have to choose yes, multi-availability zone, yes. That means this database will be replicated among all the availability zones, so that if something happens to your one availability zone, your database will be safe in other availability zones. Okay, and storage type, you have three types. Depends on your IOPS. You have to select one. You have to, if you are working with your production environment, you have to select Provision IOPS because it has more IOPS. IOPS is input output per second. It is about disk. For example, that means how fast your disk is being read and disk is being written. Okay, read rates are very fast, depends on the uh, I mean storage type you select. Okay, so if you are using an application which is usually depends on database and it takes more reads and writes, then go for pros and IOPS. For now, for testing, I am using general purpose. Okay, allotted storage 5, it is okay for me. And DB instance identifier is nothing but DB name. My test DB is the name, and master user admin. You can give any name. This is remember that this is the main login credentials for your database. Okay, and I'm giving password and hitting next. Here I have some more options. Which VPC you want to create this database and which subnet. It is also default subnet group. And is it publicly accessible or not? But in your case, it would be no, because we don't expose our database to be connected publicly, because everything is in one VPC, right? Then your EC2 instance running applications and RDS will be in same network, so that they can locally communicate with each other. So you don't need to select that. But now I am going to connect from my laptop, so I am selecting public. But you have to be more specific about how you run uh, this one. Okay, so here availability zones, you can choose any availability zone, but I'm selecting this. And here I don't have proper security group for this, so create security group. Okay, but it is not giving any option. Okay, fine. So I'm selecting web server security group, and later I'll allow this port. Okay. Okay. So I have to allow this to my security group later. Okay. Here is my database name, my test DB. And this is about, remember that MySQL works on 3306. If it is Postgres, it would be 5432. Depends on that. You have to allow this port in your security group in order to connect to that database. Okay. So these parameters are okay. Copy tag to snapshot. That means if you have tags in your AWS, it will, sorry, in your RDS, it will copy the same tags whenever you are, snapshotting that particular RDS. Okay, this is backup retention period 7 days. So every 7 days you have to take backup, and you can choose the backup time. See, if it starts at, for example, 1 a.m. 1 a.m. UTC, duration is 50 minutes. So you have to select this window more carefully. Whenever you have less traffic, then only you have to set this backup retention period, because it may load will be increased whenever you are taking backups on this RDS. Okay, in that case you have to select uh, select the time when your load is very less. I mean less users uses. Normally, if you are, for example, if your customers are in US, and if you put 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock a.m. 2 a.m. US time, then there will be very less number of users affected, because I'm not saying that this DB will be down, but it will be slow. Okay, so don't choose this window at the peak time. And monitoring enabled. If you enable monitoring, um, it will check. I mean, it will be added to your CloudWatch, and whenever something bad happens or load is increased, you will be notified. Okay, for now I am not selecting this. Um, I'll tell you how to create monitors in CloudWatch so that um, you can understand later. Okay, we'll discuss that. And this is maintenance window. Okay, minor upgrade. Yeah, auto minor upgrades. So you can upgrade it automatically whenever there is an update, and you have to choose the window as well, because this window would also be the same like backup window, but it should be different. And say for example, every Monday 1 a.m. 1 a.m. half an hour. So during this time every Monday 1 a.m. this application will be upgraded automatically. Remember that whenever you are doing this stuff, go it for Sunday night or early hours of Monday, because if something happens in the weekend you cannot fix that. So if it is Monday early morning, then you can simply come to your office and fix this, because that is up to how you manage your downtime and slow time. Okay, so I'm launching now. Sorry, backup and maintenance window collide. See here. So I selected one. So both cannot be done. So it should be something different. Okay. Okay, it normally takes some time to create database. So this is database server. These are the details which we have given, and this is my test DB. Okay, this is ARNM. ARNM is unique name which is given by AWS. ARN stands for Amazon Resource Name, and you can see all the details here, database engine, license model, and everything. Okay, and yeah, endpoints still needs to be generated. Okay, in the meantime, what we have to do is we have to go to our security groups, and we have to allow the 3306 port. Okay, unless you cannot, I mean, you cannot connect to the machine. So here is my security group. I'm opening this security group in different tab. Um, yeah, in this security group, what I have is I have allowed only HTTP and SSH, but I have to allow MySQL database also. So here you can find MS SQL. This is MySQL or Aurora. So both work on 3306 port. I want to allow from anywhere, because I'm trying to connect from my laptop, which is not in that particular VPC. If you are working internally and you are working from VPC, then you have to give your VPC the CIDR name or IPN range. Okay, and I am saving this. So now I'll be able to connect to that machine. Okay, let it be created. And one more thing is, this is MySQL. In order to connect to MySQL database from your desktop locally in that network or from outside, you need to have a MySQL client. Okay, here I have MySQL Workbench. This is one application. You can also download it for free for Windows also. Okay, and you have applications like Toad for MySQL, which is also MS SQL client, which you can use it. If you don't have it, you can download. You can see MySQL Workbench. There are two applications. One is MySQL Workbench, this one, or Code for MySQL. There are a few other applications also you can use, but it depends on how comfortable are you with that particular application. Okay, so it takes some time. Okay, let me know if you have any questions up to here or from previous sessions so that I can clarify in the meantime. Have you launched EC2 instance and snapshotting and all? Please let me know. So it is ready. Backing up means after creating this database, it will take a backup of this, and so that if we have done something, we can retrieve from the backup. Okay. Now you see here, this is endpoint. Okay. Endpoint is nothing but host name here. So I'm connecting from my MySQL. Go to database connections. Here I have to give my host name, which is endpoint in my case, and this is a port number, username, password. Okay, I got connected to my database. You see here at the top the selected part. Okay, so here you can create new SQL. Oh, sorry, this is for tab, right? Just yeah. All right. See, this is my default SQL. If I want to create, I'll go and create a new schema. New schema name will be testdb1. Okay. Um, testdb1, and I'm not giving anything. I'm keeping it for now. Schema name is this. Close. You see here, my database got created. Okay, and there are no tables. So I select this database and create a table. So schema selected. Okay, not necessary. Leave it for now. So what you have to do is, I have created one schema. Okay, if you want to do anything, you can simply work on this. This is SQL editor. You can write your code here. Okay, I mean write your queries here, select or create tables, anything, and you can work on this. Okay, I'm not going in deep into MySQL queries. I'm just going to how this work. Okay, don't save. Right. Now what you have to do is, we have created one database. Okay, RDS instance, and we have created one database inside that database instance. So we have one. So I'm now disconnecting. Yeah, it got disconnected. Now what we have to do is, we have to check few more options. How to take snapshots. Okay, how to create, I mean, yeah, let it complete. Okay. Now we have to check how to create snapshots first. Okay, snapshots and how to retrieve the database. So now you have to select the database and you have to hit instance actions and take snap. Oh, I think it should complete. Yeah, now it is available. Now we will see. Now we got it highlighted. Okay, take snapshot. Here you can give my test DB, and today is 19th May, 19 May. Okay, 17. So this is my snapshot name. Take a snapshot. Now my snapshot is getting created. This is the backup taken by default for the first time. First time when you create, it said backing up. That means it was taking snapshot from this uh, database for the first time. Okay, if you go here, okay. So it takes some time, depends on the data on your disk. Okay, let it run. In the meantime, we will discuss about monitoring. Okay. See, it is saying backing up because snapshotting is going on at backend. Okay. Now we will check. These are just the views. Show monitoring, just the views. If I take a multi-graph view, see here there are few metrics uh, which show CPU utilization, DB connections, free storage space, and um, free memory, write IOPS, read IOPS. Okay. Normally you can check the health of your RDS instance here. Okay. Let me discuss about CloudWatch now, which is used for monitoring our AWS resources. Where is CloudWatch? Yeah, management tools. Okay. So in CloudWatch, let me check the dashboard. I don't have any alarms here. You see here, alarm section. This is only one alarm which we created in auto scaling group. Okay. CPU utilization is this. So it is insufficient data because it doesn't have any instance running there. So I'm deleting this. Let's delete. Okay. So there are two options: alarm, insufficient, okay. So okay means everything is working fine under our control, and insufficient data means you have to add sufficient data to alarm so that it will alert us. So this is the main alarm. Okay, so let us check this. We will create one alarm here. uh, how to create? For example, for CPU utilization you can check here, and these are the statistics. For example, CPU utilization percentage, and these are the other alarm types: DB connections, fee, storage, everything. You can select whichever you want to check here. Okay, so I'm selecting CPU utilization for now, and this is the average. Statistics is average, maximum, sum, and uh, sample count. It depends on how you want to check that. Okay, and this is last. Sorry, this is last 1 hour, last 24 hours, etc. But we just launched, right? So we will check this. CPU utilization went up to 12%. Okay, if you hover your mouse on this tip, it shows in detailed way. Okay, at what time and what date, what is the exact value and all. So period. If I find every 5 minutes, it will take average of 5 minutes and check that. If I take every minute, it will take average of every 1 minute and displays here. Okay, so here you have one option called CloudWatch Alarm. Okay, so create alarm. So create alarm, and in SNS you have to create topics. Let me show you SNS as well. SNS is nothing but simple notification service. It only sends notifications. Depends on depends on your what we say, notification type. Okay, it is not a tough job to create topics. Okay, so we have topics inside our SNS. Topic is nothing but CloudWatch alerts. CloudWatch alerts. Display name is also CloudWatch alerts. Remember, these are not related to RDS, but these are other services which we use for alarms. Okay, monitoring purpose. Create topic. So here, my topic got created. If you go to SNS dashboard and click topics, you have these many topics. I have created these topics earlier. Okay, so I'm deleting these two. I don't need these two anymore. Delete. Okay, so this is my topic. I click on this topic, and there is no subscriptions. Okay, subscription is nothing but you have to subscribe for something to get notifications or anything. So if I want to create any subscription, here, this is my ARN name, and here you have different types of subscription. Okay, if you want your notifications to be sent through HTTP, HTTPS, JSON, SQS, application, Lambda, SMS. Okay, if you hit that, you can receive SMS also, email also, JSON format, and to Lambda, HTTP. Why HTTP subscriptions they use is they'll send some API calls to application. For example, if my CPU utilization is high and you are giving, for example, the CPU utilization percent on screen on any website. So how that website get input? In that case, they will send one API call to that particular website, and it keep on checking that API. And if that information is sent through that API, then that website will pick that particular information and it will display as per the code. But here our notification type is email, and I am giving my email contact@online devops.com. Okay, so I'm creating my subscription. Okay, my subscription is created. Now what you have to do is here. Oh, I have to refresh this. Let me cancel and create again. Okay, create alarm. So now I got my new topic. Okay, my topic is this and my email is this. If you are using in these kind of things in your company, right, you have to give your DL, which is a group. If your team has group email address, you have to give it so that alert will be sent to your entire group. So whenever average of CPU utilization is greater than, for example, greater than 85% for at least one consecutive period of 5 minutes. That means in the period of 5 minutes, if it reaches at least once, alert me. Okay, name of the alarm is this. You can change this text if you want to change name, but I'm keeping like this here. AWS RDS MyTestDB high CPU utilization. Create alarm. Okay, my alarm got created. Let me check here. See, pending configuration. So this is my CloudWatch alarm. The state is okay. The state is okay. That means there is it has not reached my threshold of 85% of CPU utilization. So you can check some more information here in detail. In detail section, CPU utilization, when it checked, and history, when it failed, everything. Okay. So this is how you have to create your AWS alarms for anything. You can have monitoring for EC2 instances as well, right? At the below you have monitoring for that, monitoring tab for that for each EC2 instance. You can create simply these monitors and you can check. Okay, even you have billing monitor. If you have billing monitor set, if you have billing monitor set, then you will get notified whenever your bill reaches the threshold you set. Okay, this is how it works in CloudWatch, and we will also discuss a few more topics. Okay, so now we will check whether our snapshot got created or not. Yeah, this snapshot got created. Now what I'll do is I'll delete my instance, and so something happened. I deleted my instance. So this is my instance. Whenever you delete your instance will ask for final snapshot. So before deleting, it will take final snapshot, and whenever you need, you can retrieve from that snapshot. But for now, I'm not taking anything. But don't do this. You have to take final snapshot at any cost. Okay, I'm deleting this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my new database from this snapshot. Oops. Here, restore. Okay, restore snapshot. Again, we have all the options which we got earlier, and I have to give everything. MyTestDB new. Okay, availability zone preferences. Next. Yeah. So it is creating again. it is creating again my new database. If I connect again to that particular database, the schema I created would be there in my new database. We will show. Okay, let us discuss some more thing. Okay, if you want to create your custom logs, let me tell you, you can try this, and if you have any doubts, you can let me know. For custom logs, here you have create log groups. Okay, this is my log group, and inside my log group, I have created log stream. Okay, you have to create install AWS CloudWatch agent inside your on your server, and you can give your custom logs like Apache logs and any other logs. Okay, I'll share you the documentation. CloudWatch log agent. It is not a big deal. You can simply create by following this. This is very easy. Yeah, here you have comments as well. So I'm just sharing this. Okay. What I'm saying is you just need to hit on uh, logs. Okay. Create a log group. It will ask you the name, and if it is this is my name, click on that. Then create log stream. Then whenever you run these commands, right, you just have to mention the names. That is all you have to do. Names and your log file name. You just follow that. It is very easy in 2 steps. Then your custom logs will be created. For example, if I need Apache error logs, then I can set Apache error logs here. All the logs will be displayed here. Instead of logging into my server all the time when something happens, I just come to this CloudWatch logs and see here. But in other cases also, for production environment and all, we don't allow our developers to log into servers to check the logs. So in that case, we just configure our CloudWatch alarms, and we will provide a limited access to this CloudWatch to the developer so that they can just log in and check the logs here itself. Okay, so remember that the difference, this alarm is for monitoring of our AWS, what do we say, AWS resources. But here in these logs, we capture the logs of custom applications like Tomcat, Apache, whatever applications you have, you can give it here by installing CloudWatch agent. Okay, so this got created. Let me connect to this now. Now I'm connecting database, connect to the database, and I'll give my endpoint here, and my username is admin. Okay, if you want to directly connect to your schema, you can connect here, but I don't want to directly connect because I need to check whether the schema I created was there or not. Yeah. See, I got connected. What I have done is I have deleted my database and recreated, restored from the snapshot. So I created this test DB1 before taking the snapshot, right? So um, I have that thing here also. So I got notification from SNS from that. Okay. So actually that resource is not available now. That's why I think I said it sent notification. Okay, actually I have already deleted that RDS instance, right? So I'll delete this one also. Right. Okay. And one more option I want to tell you about RDS is in this action section. Oh, let's wait for a minute because it is taking. Yeah. One more thing I want to discuss is create read replica. What does that mean? Let me create read replica. Read replica is nothing but a same copy. It is not same copy. It is same copy and replica of existing database, existing RDS. That means whenever you change something on the database, it will be reflected immediately on read replica also. But read replica is only for reading it. You cannot do anything on that. For example, if something is happening on your database and your developer needs to check what is going on, but you don't give access to your original RDS instance. Instead, you will create one read replica and give access to that read replica so that they will log in and check the behavior of that database. Okay, so now I'm creating this read replica, identifies read rep, that is name I give. So I'll select one instance, I mean availability zone, okay, and I create read replica. Okay, let us check what happens now. You have two things. This is readrep is my read replica. Let us create and we will connect and check how it works. It may take some time. Okay, do you have any doubts creating RDS instances and snapshots and read replicas up to here? And how to set monitor in CloudWatch and creating SNS topic? Let me know if you have any doubt up to here. Guys, tomorrow I'm going to discuss about VPC. So I want everyone to at least check some basics about the networking and the IP addressing. Okay, then you will be able to understand better. It is not necessary, but you have that knowledge, you have some advantage of understanding it quickly. Okay. Are you guys able to follow me? Because I'm getting doubt because nobody is getting any doubts. You get doubts only when you practice. Please remember. Okay, let us wait. We can't do anything now. So if you want me to discuss about this, you got the point, right? I think this is confirmation. Confirm subscription. I need to confirm the subscription. Okay. See here. Whenever I give my email address, I need to confirm my email. So it sent one email address to confirm subscription. So when I hit this, it will give me uh, few details. Subscription confirmed. Subscription is for this. This is my ARN name of my SNS topic. So to unsubscribe, click here. So now it says, let me refresh. Now it gave me my subscription. So now I can get emails from now. So that is how it happens. Okay. So yeah, this is SNS topic. It sends notifications. Notification types are different, as I said. It is HTTP, email, JSON, SQS application. Depends on SMS also. Depends on your requirement. You have to select your notification. For example, if you select SMS, right? Here you have to give phone number. See here. Instead of email address, you have to give phone number. Then it will send you message whenever something happens. Normally we create these kind of monitors for our servers. If my server is getting down or something bad happening to my server, then I'll get alerted to my phone and email immediately so that I can work on it. Okay, and for HTTP you can have API calls. So something happens here, it will trigger API call to some other application. Then that application will perform something else. Okay, that is a use case, right? So these are the some SNS topics. And CloudWatch is used for creating alarms and capturing logs. Okay, as I said, please try creating your custom logs after creating EC2 instance, because I don't have any EC2 instances running now. So I'm leaving it for you. Okay, now my read replica is available. Now I want to connect to my read replica as well. So I'm connecting to my read replica. See here, I have already connected to my other, uh, I mean, my RDS instance. Now I'm going to connect to my read replica. This is another thing. So Okay, I got connected. You have two tabs here at the top. You see this? This one is, the first tab is my RDS and my second tab is my read replica here. So whatever you have in your RDS, you will get the same in read replica as well. But for example, see, if I want to create any schema in my read replica, like testdb2, apply, it shows error. There was an error while applying SQL. This, if you see the logs, just a minute, system got stuck. I'm quitting this, I'll log in again. Because actually, as it is read replica, you cannot connect to that particular machine. I mean, create any schemas in particular machine. There is no right option available here there. Okay, because that is read replica. So now let me connect again to both the databases. And the other one is, oh, I connected to read replica now, sorry. So now I'll connect to this database. I have already connected to this one. So now I need to connect to my read replica. Just this is my read replica. Okay, you can just simply check this name, read rep, MySQL read rep, and MySQL MyTestDB. So actually, what I'm saying is, if you can try, if you can try, you cannot create anything in read replica, or you cannot change. Only select in your tables. Also, only select command will run. You cannot create table, edit table, anything. Okay. So what I'm saying is, these two will be on sync. Now I'm creating one more schema, like testdb2, apply, close. Okay, you find your test schema here. At the same time, you will get here also. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh schemas. See here, you got test2 here immediately. So whatever stuff you do in your main RDS instance, it will be reflected here in read replica. Normally, read replicas are used for giving this database to any application which is gathering information from this table without writing anything. Okay, in that case, actually, it reduces load on the main application. For example, if you have more than average load on your main RDS instance and some other applications also reading some content from that DB, it obviously increases the load of the system. Instead of that, we will create one read replica and give this read replica to that particular applications which are only gathering information from this RDS instead of writing anything. And also we give this read replica access to our development team so that they can check the tables and um, find the incorrect entries, if any, at the time of issues. Okay, so this is the purpose of read replica. And now let me summarize what we have done so far. So we have created RDS instance, okay, and we have created snapshot, and we retrieved instance from that snapshot, and we created read replica. Okay, beyond that we have also checked how to create SNS topic and how to create CloudWatch alarm from this. Clear? Now we will check one more option before closing this session. So if you want to modify anything after launching this, okay, you have given so much stuff here. If you want to modify, for example, change instance type. So one CPU, 1 GB RAM is not sufficient for your purpose. Clients are increasing. Then you have to increase your instance type. You can choose any instance type here and you can save it. Okay, it will create your instance. And you can check all this if you want to change this backup retention period and maintenance period. You can simply change the time and save it. Okay, continue and modify DB. Actually, I didn't change anything, so it doesn't take. Otherwise, it will say like it is being modified. And sometimes you need to restart your database. For example, some up in real-time environment, so many people connected to that machine, and one application connected to this machine and opened so many connections. Okay, in that case, you need to reboot your instance. Okay, when you reboot your instance, it will take uh, some time to reboot, but all the connections will be lost after reboot. So your application will again try to connect to that machine from the start. Is that clear, or do you have any doubts? Please let me know, because I'm going to delete all these database instances now. Anyone has any doubt, question, please ask me. Okay, I take this silence as no, and I'm going to delete these things. Okay, and also delete this database as well. So here, whenever you are deleting, it asks for a final snapshot, but I don't need that database, so I'm selecting no. But it is recommended to take backup of that particular database before doing anything. I'm deleting my snapshots as well, but I think I cannot delete all the snapshots at once. Why it is not giving? Okay, delete snapshot. I think I created that database using this snapshot. What else? Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait for some time. After deleting this, I'll delete the snapshot. Okay, thanks for your time, guys. We will meet tomorrow with